It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bears and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, this is a contest truly worthy, I guess you would say, of calling it a showdown. We have the league's #1 passing game going up against the league's #1 pass defense. Time to decide which of the league's best is truly supreme.
And for fans who love this game, who follow the NFL, matchup like this in the regular season can't really get any better, can it? And I know it's only the regular season, but the intensity that I'm feeling so far, already like a playoff atmosphere.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Ready!
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified.
It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Dillon. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Let's go. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, 85 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts. This one is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so we'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on first down. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. York now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's got it to the 43 here. The Bears at 14-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Swift going to try up the middle. Skirts by at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes it 21-8. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On third down, here's Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Oh, what a move. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here.
Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge.
So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota hosting Detroit in the NFC North. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. David Montgomery, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. and they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of it, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way he try and get his confidence back up.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The York on now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle, and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Touchdown Bears! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now back to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 to open the season. And the Bears will add to their fourth quarter lead. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football. And this is always such a tough one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Hurts. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. That'll lead to a fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.